Picture this. You're soaring high above the barren landscape of southern Peru. The monotonous expanse of sand and rock suddenly transforms before your eyes. Enormous white lines emerge from the rust-colored earth, forming intricate patterns and recognizable shapes. A hummingbird with a 300-foot wingspan, a monkey spanning the length of a football field, and geometric designs that stretch for miles. These aren't the creations of modern artists or pranksters with too much time on their hands. They're the Nazca Lines, ancient geoglyphs that have baffled scientists, inspired wild theories, and captivated the world for nearly a century. But who created these massive works of art, and more importantly, why? Are they a testament to human ingenuity or evidence of extraterrestrial contact? Join us as we decode one of archaeology's greatest mysteries on this episode of Mysteries Decoders, the channel where we uncover the secrets the world doesn't want you to know. Step onto the edge of the vast Nazca Desert, where the sky meets the earth in an endless horizon. The sun casts long shadows over the arid landscape, and the silence is almost deafening. It's here that one of history's most perplexing puzzles lies hidden in plain sight. The Nazca Lines cover an area of over 75,000 hectares with more than 800 straight lines, 300 geometric figures, and 70 animal and plant designs. Among the most famous are the hummingbird. With its delicate beak and outstretched wings, this 300-foot figure seems to hover eternally over the desert. The monkey? Spanning nearly 200 feet, its playful pose and curled tail have puzzled researchers for decades. The spider? This arachnid design stretches 150 feet across the plateau, its legs poised as if ready to crawl across the centuries. The whale, a striking oceanic creature etched on this barren landscape, reminding us of how vastly different the region's climate and ecology once were. The tree, a prominent design featuring a short trunk that branches out into multiple directions, conveying a lush, flourishing form. The hands, two distinct hands, one appearing to have 5 fingers, while the other seems to have fewer, adding to the intrigue surrounding its creation. But it's not just these popular figures that capture the imagination. One of the most enigmatic designs goes by multiple names, sometimes called the Astronaut, other times the Owl Man, or even the Giant. Despite the varied labels, all refer to the same humanoid geoglyph perched on a steep hillside. Its helmet-like head and outstretched arms have sparked countless theories. Is it an otherworldly visitor, a symbolic traveler to the afterlife, or perhaps an ancient shaman? Whatever the truth, this geoglyph's many names and mysterious form continue to fuel speculation about what it might represent, and whether its origins lie beyond our current understanding. But what if these designs weren't meant to be seen from the ground at all? Could they be messages to their gods, or perhaps to someone else entirely? About 200 kilometers from Nazca stands another mesmerizing geoglyph, often overlooked but no less mysterious, the Paracas candelabra. This colossal figure, carved into a hillside overlooking Pisco Bay, has often been likened to a trident or candlestick. Though it's not strictly part of the Nazca complex, its purpose and creators are equally shrouded in mystery. Could it be a navigational aid for ancient sailors, a spiritual symbol honoring a deity like Viracocha, or even an homage to a sacred plant? Much like the Nazca Lines, the candelabra's true meaning remains elusive. The story of the Nazca Lines' discovery is almost as fascinating as the geoglyphs themselves. In 1553, Spanish conquistador Pedro Chiesa de Leon became the first European to mention the lines in writing. However, he mistook them for trail markers, failing to recognize their true scale and complexity. Imagine witnessing these vast designs for the first time. What explanation would you have offered? It wasn't until 1927 that Peruvian archaeologist Toribio Mejia Zespe stumbled upon the lines while hiking through the foothills. His discovery marked the beginning of modern scientific interest in the geoglyphs. What drove Mayor Zespi to explore these remote areas, and what did he initially think he had found? In the 1940s, German mathematician and archaeologist Maria Reiche dedicated her life to studying and preserving the Nazca Lines. For over 40 years, she meticulously mapped the figures, developing theories about their astronomical significance. Reiche's tireless work not only advanced our understanding of the lines, but also played a crucial role in their preservation. What motivated Reiche to devote so much of her life to these mysterious designs? How did the ancient Nazca people create these massive designs with such precision? The answer lies in their ingenious yet surprisingly simple techniques. The geoglyphs were created by removing the top layer of reddish pebbles to expose the lighter-colored ground beneath. This method, combined with the extremely dry, windless climate of the Nazca Desert, has allowed the lines to remain visible for over 2,000 years. Archaeological surveys have uncovered wooden stakes at the end of some lines, suggesting that the Nazca used simple surveying equipment to lay out their designs. In fact, American investigator Joe Nickell demonstrated that a small team could recreate even the largest figures within days using only the tools available to the ancient Nazca. Could such rudimentary tools truly achieve the precision we see today? The precision of the Nazca lines is truly remarkable. Some straight lines run for miles without deviating more than a few feet from their course. The largest figures span hundreds of feet, yet maintain perfect proportions when viewed from above. How did the Nazca achieve such accuracy without modern technology? The true purpose of the Nazca Lines remains one of archaeology's greatest mysteries. Over the years, numerous theories have been proposed, ranging from the scientific to the supernatural. German archaeologist Maria Reiche proposed that the lines formed a vast astronomical calendar. She believed the geoglyphs were used to track celestial events and mark the changing seasons. Could these designs have served as an ancient form of astronomy? American archaeologist Johann Reinhard suggested a connection to water worship. In the arid Nazca region, water was a precious commodity. Reinhard theorized that the lines were part of religious practices aimed at ensuring water supply and crop fertility. How central was water to the Nazca civilization? And could these lines have been a plea for rain or a ritual to honor water deities? No discussion of the Nazca lines would be complete without mentioning the more controversial theories. In 1968, author Erich von Daniken proposed in his book Chariots of the Gods that the lines were landing strips for alien spacecraft. While this theory has been widely discredited by the scientific community, it continues to capture the public imagination. What makes this theory so appealing? What do you think? Could these massive designs really be an ancient astronomical calendar, or is there a more otherworldly explanation? The Nazca Lines aren't the only ancient geoglyphs that have puzzled researchers. Similar earthworks have been found around the world, from the White Horse of Uffington in England to the Blythe intaglios in California. While these sites differ in age and cultural context, they all raise similar questions about their purpose and construction. Like Stonehenge or the Pyramids of Giza, the Nazca Lines represent a monumental undertaking by ancient peoples. They reflect a deep connection to the landscape and the sky, hinting at complex belief systems and advanced knowledge that we're still trying to fully understand. Are there universal themes in ancient civilizations that point to a shared human experience? Or do these similarities suggest something more profound? In recent years, modern technology has revolutionized our study of the Nazca Lines. Satellite imagery and drone surveys have revealed previously unknown geoglyphs and provided new perspectives on familiar designs. In 2022, the Yamagata University made a stunning revelation that shook the archaeological world. This breakthrough, accomplished in just 6 months using drones and AI, stands in stark contrast to the century it took to find 400-plus figures using traditional methods. These newly discovered figures, ranging from humans and birds to camelids and other creatures, and other findings indicate that the creation period likely extended much longer than previously believed, possibly spanning a millennium from 500 BC to 500 AD. As advanced imaging techniques and AI continue to revolutionize archaeological study, reducing years of work to mere days, what else might be hiding in plain sight? Despite surviving for millennia, the Nazca Lines face numerous threats in the modern era. Natural erosion, climate change, and human activity all pose risks to these fragile designs. Conservation efforts are ongoing, with UNESCO designating the lines as a World Heritage Site in 1994. However, the site's vast size and the delicate nature of the geoglyphs make protection a constant challenge. What more can we do to ensure that these ancient designs remain intact for future generations? For those intrigued by the Nazca Lines, it's possible to visit and experience their wonder firsthand. However, it's crucial to approach such visits responsibly. The best way to view the lines is from the air, with several companies offering flyover tours. When booking, look for operators that adhere to strict environmental and safety guidelines. For those who prefer to stay on the ground, an observation tower near the Pan American Highway offers views of some figures. Remember, the Nazca Lines are an irreplaceable piece of our global heritage. Treat them with respect, follow all guidelines, and help ensure they survive for future generations to study and admire. How can each of us contribute to the preservation of such remarkable ancient sites? As we've seen, the Nazca Lines represent a remarkable fusion of art, engineering, and possibly spiritual or scientific knowledge. They stand as a testament to the ingenuity and vision of ancient peoples, challenging our assumptions about past civilizations. Whether you see them as an astronomical calendar, a religious monument, or simply an extraordinary work of art, the Nazca Lines continue to inspire wonder and spark our curiosity about the past. They remind us that there are still mysteries to be solved and discoveries to be made right here on Earth. We've encountered more questions than answers. The mystery endures, challenging us to keep exploring, questioning, and wondering about our place in the universe. What do you think lies at the heart of this ancient enigma? If you enjoyed unraveling this historical mystery, make sure to like this video and subscribe to Mysteries Decoders. We want to hear from you. What do you think about these archaeological features? Could there be an even greater mystery waiting to be uncovered? Share your thoughts in the comments below and join the conversation. Who knows what we'll decode next? Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay curious, stay questioning, and stay tuned to Mysteries Decoders.